Yeah, 5:30 show. Wild. I love it. You guys are my group, right? We'll be in bed by 7:30, drunk. That's it. It's perfect. That's how I like to be. Day drinking. Get it over with. Get to bed. That's my plan. That's the new plan at 40. You guys are good? Did everybody have a good childhood or whatever? I don't know what to say to people anymore. I used to just ask if you had a good week, and then that stopped being topical at a certain point, because what is time? I did, though. I had a good week. I did. I got test results back, and I do not have the coronavirus. Thank you. Thank you. You may all have a sip of my water after the show. The doctor who gave me the results, though, was being such a bitch about it. It was weird. It was weird. She just kept being like, what you have is herpes. Stop coming to this clinic. This is the wrong clinic. We've talked about this, Abby. No, I'm kidding. What can I tell you about me? I'm going through a divorce. I'm getting out of a long marriage. Thank you. Thank you for clapping. I appreciate that. I don't even do jokes about it. I only say it on stage for the free moral support. So therapy is very expensive. This job does not have health care, okay? I have to talk to you guys about it. You are all that I have. My ex would tell you that we ended it because I have an ego problem. Ugh, I know. I was like, that's not what my fans are telling me. Like, not one tweet about it. It's like, I think I would have heard. He and I disagreed, though, about big stuff, important stuff. Like, it turned out that he wanted 5 or maybe even 6 children. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? And I wanted, like, maybe 1 orgasm. How do you come to an agreement about it? You know, it's like, no, we couldn't go on. We couldn't go on like that. We couldn't. Like, for me, I found it so much harder to fake having a family. Like, what face do you make for that? I don't know what it looks like. 5 children. I don't know. I'm glad there's enough women in the room for orgasm jokes to land. That is an important component of the bit. That's how it usually goes. That's how it usually goes. Like, all the women mostly giggle, and all the guys in the room are just like, yo, this broad's not gonna do jokes or what? We're never coming back to this show. She's not just gonna talk about her period the whole time, is she? Not the full 10 minutes. Buckle in. Or sometimes it'll be like, if you do enough orgasm jokes, there'll eventually be like a couple in the front row, and you can hear the guy lean over and be like, yo. Yo, I'm giving you orgasms though, right? Do you hear how the ladies laugh at that? And the men are like, still no jokes the whole time. Not one punchline, she was up there. 20 minutes. You guys are nice. People feel nervous a lot of the time when I get on stage. I get that. My face does not inspire confidence in comedy audiences. I know. I just don't look like a lady that's going to tell you a joke. I look like a lady that's going to lead you in a sorority pledge. Or ask for the manager. Probably call the police, right? I do. I have sorority resting face. It's a real affliction. Some of you have it. Some of you, you're with me, you know. It doesn't matter what we do, right? We can't cool up our outfits. It doesn't matter. I always low-key look like a lady who graduated in 2004, who still comes to all the meetings. You know, because I'm just like so excited to see what Tri-Delta's gonna do for charity this year. I really hope we send exfoliating masks to Haiti again. Such important work, you guys. No, I would never join a sorority ever, and it's not just because they wouldn't let me. But fuck you, Tri-Delta, if you're here, all right? I didn't want to be in your stupid sorority first, so whatever. The closest I could come to sorority was like the Girl Scouts. Like, that's as good as it ever got for me. Which, like, if you think about it, the Girl Scouts is just a sorority for little kids. Right? It's a lot of the same shit. We're just, like, training kids up to be future sorority sisters, right? You gotta pay all this money to have friends. Same. Sell all these baked goods to fundraise. Same. Give all those hand jobs, right? Was that just my troop? How did you guys earn your badges? Okay. I'm kidding about the hand jobs, you guys. That's the Boy Scouts. Too soon? Somebody groaned. Was anyone a Girl Scout in here? Former Girl Scouts? Yeah? Yeah? Do you remember the creepy pledge? At the beginning of the meeting? We had to do this creepy pledge. You have to do this creepy pledge at the beginning of every meeting. I think the Boy Scouts has some version of this. It's weird. You get together. First of all, you hold 3 weird Hunger Games fingers in the air, right? Like, where is this going? And you say, on my honor, I will try to serve God and my country. What? God and my country. I'm 7. Like, what the fuck have I just signed up for? I'm like, excuse me, troop leader, I have homework. How long do these military exercises typically take? Scary stuff. I got good medical news recently, which is actually that I'm cancer-free as of a couple weeks ago. Fuck yeah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I never had cancer. It turns out I still do not, so that's good news. People really hate that joke. They really hate it. I did have cancer. It was breast cancer. I really did have it. I wouldn't lie about it, except for when I just lied about it then, but I wouldn't lie about it twice. If you don't mind, I'll do a few cancer jokes, which I know people get weird, but it's fine. Like, it's fine. I'm fine. Just laugh. Like, don't treat me differently than you would any other comedian. But that being said, if you don't laugh, what kind of asshole are you? I just told you I have cancer, okay? The least you could do is laugh, right? If you don't laugh, it's like I got cancer for no reason, right? I only did it for the jokes. When you're a comedian and you tell people you have cancer, regular people are like, oh my God, that's so sad. And when you're a comedian and you tell your comedy friends you have cancer, they're like, oh my God, that's gonna be such good material. Like every comic dude that I told was like, yo, I kinda wish I had cancer. And I was like, I kinda wish you did too. No, I know what some of you are thinking. You're looking at me and you're thinking, you don't look skinny enough to have just had cancer. Are we sure? Which is a real thing a guy said to me on a date. Yeah, that was real. I know. I was like, you don't look dumb enough to have talked yourself out of getting a blowjob, but people will surprise you, right? I know. I was like, you sure it's not diabetes? No. They're not all the good cancers, I learned. They're not all the good ones. You don't get the skinny ones, which that's gross to say, right? But like women, right, we're socialized to care a lot about our weight, so I'm like a little embarrassed. But the truth is, when they told me I had cancer for the first time, the second thing I said after, am I gonna die? Was, seriously, how many lbs am I gonna lose? Oh my God, my friends are gonna be so jealous. And he was like, slow down, it's not gonna be that kind of cancer, sorry. He's like, you're gonna get a ton of weight, you're gonna blow up. And listen, the good news is we're gonna be able to cure you. But the bad news is, for the rest of your life, the side effect is that you're gonna have a dry vagina. What? No cancer, dry vagina. Which, weirdly, in college, was always my go-to question for that drinking game. Would you rather? Would you rather have cancer, have a wet vagina? No cancer, bone dry vagina. I'm like, I don't know, drink, what are the options? 2 tequilas? How do I get out of this? I've been trying to write jokes about dry vaginas, but they're a little hard to get into. Oh! So bad. So bad news about the dry vagina, but the good news is that I've always had the personality of someone with a dry vagina. And now I have the receipts to back that up, you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. There's breast cancer, get your boobs checked if you got boobs. What I learned going through the breast cancer is that a lot of dudes do not know what mammograms are. That's what I learned. Like, they've heard of them on TV, do you know what I mean? They could maybe pick one out of a lineup, but they're not like really sure what they are. So like, if you're a person who does not know what a mammogram is, what they do is they take your boob and they put it in a vice and they squeeze it until your dreams die, basically, until your dreams die. And they do that like every year or 6 months or quarterly for the rest of your life, depending on how lucky you are. And that is how they check for cancer in women. And I have to say, and a lot of dudes, right, don't know what it is. And I have to say, that is how we were diagnosing penile cancer, okay? If there was a penile mammogram, there would not be a lady in this room that did not know what a mammogram was, you know what I mean? We'd be fucking hearing about it. We'd be hearing about it, right? There'd be like long op-eds in the New York Times dedicated to like, no more dicks and vices, right? People campaigning, right? There would just be like all the science funding in Congress reallocated, right? We're not going to the moon anymore. It's just like, no more dicks and vices. We have to get together. We can't keep doing this. It would like unite the political parties, right? Right and left would come together under one umbrella. We'd have one candidate. No more dicks and vices. That would be it. That would be it. When you get the news, they gotta tell you, they come in the room and they're like, we found something. Ugh. Right? That's never good when they find something. They're never like, we found something. And it's your wallet. Oh my God. You were so worried it was in your boob the whole time. You did not have to cancel those credit cards. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Dating in the city now, right? So I'm getting a lot of dick pics. That's how men introduce themselves in Manhattan. That's what's happening. Something fun I do now, I would recommend though, is that when someone sends a dick pic to me, I send him back a picture of another bigger dick. Yes. And I have a doozy in my phone. If you want to see me after the show, I will share it with you. Most guys get that that's my way of saying, like, don't call me again. But one guy was like, yo, is that your dick? I know, and I was like, why would my dick be black? Do you know what I mean? It would definitely be that big, but it wouldn't be black. You guys are great. My name is Abby Shooter. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Give it up for Abby Washuta, everybody! Abby was talking about having cancer, and now you guys are like, where is she going with this? Abby mentioned she had cancer.